Greetings, viewers. Sonic Generations certainly is a great game, isn't it? Oh yeah, baby. This is the pinnacle of gameplay right here, man. I'm telling you. This is amazing. Yeah! Well, that was certainly fun. Now to play Sonic Forces to compare the boost gameplay. Oh yeah, baby. Metropolitan Highway. I really like the way this level looks. What the? That's right now. Oh yeah, baby. Metropolitan Highway. I really like the way this level looks, by the way. Oh, a corner. Time to drift. He didn't drift. Sonic Forces does not have the drift. I was baffled by it too when I first played the game. Such an integral move of Sonic's moveset from the 3 previous Boost games removed. And you could already see my distaste for that decision. But I thought to myself, this is a move that needs to be honored and respected. I mean, everyone in their reviews has already made it clear exactly why this decision shouldn't have been made. And I figured that I would do it in the best possible way, a tribute to the drift. So I'm going to review a Sonic game with drift in the title, Sonic Drift 2. What do you mean? What do you mean that's not what I should review? Is that not what I should review? It's in the title of the game, you know? Whatever, it's my video. But yes, that is right, viewers. We will be reviewing today Sonic Drift 2 for the Game Gear. For this review, I'll be playing the game on the Sonic Gems collection because I don't own a Game Gear or a copy of Sonic Drift 2 because, you know, I play games that are worth my time. But yeah, this collection is kind of good, I guess. Mainly it has a bunch of weird spin-offs from, like, Sonic spin-offs. I don't know if I really call any of them that great, but, I mean, this is probably the best way to play Sonic R. If you like Sonic R or want to play Sonic R, I'd recommend getting it through the Gems collection. That's probably the easiest way to play Sonic R. The only other two decent games on it, I'd say, are like Sonic CD and Sonic the Fighters, but like those are super easy to get on like PS3 or 360 nowadays, and I just recommend getting them there anyway. So yeah, Sonic Gems collection. Decent, I guess. This is how we'll be reviewing Sonic Drift 2. Alright, enough stalling. Time to pop this puppy in and get playing. Time to explore where no Sonic fan has ever gone before. Alright, let's start. So this game called Sonic Drift 2 has 3 main modes. Chaos Grand Prix, where you can race against a bunch of people, and a tourney, free run, where you can pick your course freely. And Versus, which obviously I'm not going to show off because I don't have a friend to play Sonic Drift 2, like who wants to do that. But yeah, we can fight against others and options if you want to count that. Alright, let's get into it. Alright, so we've got 8 different racers to pick from. Sonic, obviously. Tails, again, obviously. Amy and Eggman. Now, these are all characters from Sonic Drift 1, in case you didn't know. The 3 new characters we have are Metal Sonic, Fang the Sniper from Sonic Triple Trouble, who's actually riding his hover bike from that game, which is a really fun fact, and Knuckles the Echidna. I'm glad to see he's back. As far as I can tell, none of these racers really have any differences, and if they do, they're not very interesting or worthwhile. So yeah, let's pick Sonic. Alright, so we've got 3 Grand Prix to pick from. all of these Grand Prix, of course, have their own levels, all from either Sonic games previous, like the classics, or completely new tracks picked for this game. So what we're going to do is we're going to go over every single track. Alright, we've got the first track here. Emerald Hill, straight out of Sonic the Hedgehog 2. One of the best Sonic games in my humble opinion. And you can already see right from the start the problem with this game. Look at this view. It's so hard to see what's ahead of you and what's coming up that when these turns come, yeah, there are signs, but they still come really abruptly and it's really jarring. Anyways, as for Emerald Coast, it's a pretty basic level. Sorry, Emerald Coast, I meant to say Emerald Hill. It's a pretty basic level. I mean, you can see the level structure on the map, which is nice. But it's a pretty bland thing. I mean, I'm just running with occasional turns. Drifting, I guess you could say. Something Sonic Forces doesn't have. But yeah, the map design here is pretty bland, you know? And this is a problem that's not going to go away so easily. Alright, we've got the next level here, Hilltop Zone. Going straight from Emerald Hill to Hilltop is a pretty weird decision. And you can see right now that it looks just as bland and boring as it did in Sonic 2. Yes, I know I said I liked Sonic 2, but this level doesn't look that unique. And they rip the aesthetics here straight from Sonic 2, only it looks on the Game Gear instead. And it has the same problem that Emerald Hill has. Look at how bland this level design is. I mean, look at the map. It's just occasional turns. There's no interesting level geometry whatsoever. And the view persists. I mean, Jesus. In fact, let's talk about the game's aesthetics for a bit. I mean, I guess for the Game Gear they look good, but that's the problem. It's the Game Gear. Like, what's interesting about the level aesthetics here? It's ripped straight from Sonic 2, and a pretty bland level at that. That was a pretty repetitive thing to say. And the level design is just as friggin' boring as Emerald Hill Zone was. So it's like, what's the point? Man. But this is Sonic Drift 2. There's not really much of a point of getting this angry at this game this quickly. So let's get on to what the next track is. Alright, the next level, Dark Valley. The title pretty much gives it away right there. It's a dark valley. And as you can see from that right there, the darkness actually creeps into the level design when you turn, which again is very jarring and awkward, and if you don't turn right, you're gonna fall right into the abyss below, and the signs do not help. The turning does not help. Nothing helps. And as for the actual level aesthetics, you know, I can appreciate the fact that they're trying to have a unique level, but it's pretty bland. You expected me to say that. There are these springs here that can launch you over bottomless pits, but they're not that interesting. They just launch you up. Pretty much like what springs do in most other Sonic games. Other Sonic games I'd rather be playing over this one. Alright, the next level, Casino Night. My favorite level from Sonic the Hedgehog 2. I just love everything about this level in the original Sonic 2. The level design, the aesthetics, the music, everything about it is just so perfect. And in this game, the aesthetics are pretty similar, which I appreciate. But again, it's on the Game Gear, so it doesn't look that great. And as for the level design, I know I'm comparing a platform to a racing game, but it's nowhere near as good as the level design in Sonic 2. And they have these bumpers here to bump you away, but like, they barely do anything. The whole gimmick with the turning is that obviously if you're not on the track, then if you're not on the track and you go off the track, you slow down, which I guess is a gimmick. It's something most racing games employ, but this game, pretty much that's the only punishment for not turning correctly, except for Dark Valley and its stupid bottomless pits. Overall, this level is just not very good. Kind of like most of the levels, boring level design, shitty view. It's getting pretty repetitive at this point, but I did say I'd go over every level, so let's move on. This game is giving me a headache. Everything we've touched on so far is so unappealing. But there is one thing we haven't touched on yet. The soundtrack. Sonic games almost always have amazing soundtracks, right? That's like a staple of the franchise. Even the worst Sonic games have pretty good soundtracks a lot of the time. So let's listen to some music, one of the greatest art forms of life, and check out some Sonic Drift music, alright? I'm vibing, I'm ready to vibe. Let's go. Jesus, fuck. Yeah, kind of a shitty segue, but that's another thing Sonic Drift 2 gets incorrect. The music in this game sucks. Its Game Gear sound chip, that's what the thing is, sounds so screechy and unappealing, and it's so annoying. Like what this soundtrack sounds like. All right, let me show you something. Listen, all right. Here's Casino Night Zone from Sonic the Hedgehog 2. You know, it's a good song. You know, it sounds nice. It's jazzy. It's funky. It's really good. It's a really good song. It's really iconic. Now let's compare that to Casino Night from Sonic Drift 2. Do I even have to explain that? The instruments sound bad. Like, this sound chip sounds downright bad to me. And the composition for this and every other track is downright forgettable. Like, you know, obviously, when I'm pulling up Sonic music to listen to Adventure 1, Adventure 2, Sonic 2, Sonic 3 Knuckles, Unleashed Heroes, I'm pulling up the best Sonic soundtrack. This isn't making it on the list anytime soon. Like, holy shit, this might be even worse than Sonic Chronicles, man, I'm telling you. Anyways, that was a quick detour to talk about the soundtrack. Let's go through the rest of the tracks in this game. Not soundtracks, but like, you know, race tracks, obviously. Alright, let's go into the next track. Desert Road. And, oh my god, these might be the blandest aesthetics yet. It's literally just a desert. What's special about this level in the slightest, other than these weird half-pipe structures? The music is bland, and once again, this shitty view gets in the way. This game is so simplistic that I don't know if I can even go over the rest of the tracks, because everything from now on that I would say would be a bridge to the view sucks, the track design is bland, and you can't make turns because of how stupid and awkward it sounds like. I'm done with this shit. This game doesn't make me This game doesn't make me as angry as it may seem like it does, but it's definitely not good. Sorry if I cucked you guys there and you really wanted to see me go over every track, but like, I'm sorry, this game just isn't very good. And people are telling me this is actually an improvement over Sonic Drift 1. Man, I haven't played Sonic Drift 1, but I'll tell you right now, if that's worse than Sonic Drift 2, then I seriously don't understand how anyone could enjoy that game. Although I don't know if that many people really enjoyed Sonic Drift 2 either, you know? I mean, Jesus Christ. All this game proved to me is having a drift doesn't automatically make a Sonic game good, if you know what I mean. If you really want to play a Sonic racing game, then I'd recommend playing, you know, Sonic Riders 1, Sonic Riders Zero Gravity. Free Riders is dog shit, don't look at it, you know, don't even touch it. Or, if those aren't your forte, you know, Sonic and All-Stars Racing. There's Transform, there's the original, they're actually really good kart racers. And, you know, there are good Sonic racing games out there, it's just Sonic Drift is so bad. The track design is bland. The aesthetics are bland. The music is bland. That's the best way for me to describe this game. There's nothing of value here or anything that makes it worthwhile in the least. And the biggest flaw of this game, the shitty view, makes it hard to see what's ahead. The shitty turning that's unresponsive and doesn't work. And they put signs like that's going to help you know what turns come up ahead, but that's just not the case, man. At the end of the day, Sonic Drift 2 just isn't a good game. I don't really recommend it. Throw it in the trash with Sonic Forces or something, I don't know. And if you really want to, you know, make a tribute to the drift move that were in the previous 3 Sonic Boost games like I foolishly attempted to do, you might as well just go play those games or review those games or do whatever you want with those games instead of associating yourself with Sonic Drift 2. Hell, even the Gems Collection itself has Sonic R on it. That's a better racing game than this, even if I don't know I'd call that game good. But it's a lot more fun than Sonic Drift 2, you know? Anyway, so that's it for my review. This is actually my first fully edited review with a script and stuff, so maybe it will be good, and maybe people will consider it good, maybe people won't consider it good. Either way, we'll just have to see how it goes. But, yeah, this has been PlainBurger, and this has been my first Plain review. Goodbye, viewers.